Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to SamadDoesGaming. Here, I have got the new Metal Gear Solid game, Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. Now, what I'm going to do for you guys is a test play game video to show you how this new game for the PC platform performs. I'm playing on the PC. It just recently came out a few days ago and I've just finally managed to get it. I've got it installed. This is my first time playing it. I haven't played it yet. So I'm going to run a gameplay test video for this to show you how this game all performs. Now, just to give you some information about the game, this was a really highly anticipated game, and the reviews for this game, just in the space of a few days it's been out, it's already been enormous. It's, if I'm not mistaken, it's either already going to be winning the Game of the Year title, because the reviews, the feedback, the criticism of this game has been incredible. So it's either already won the title or is on its way to winning the title to become one of the game to become this year's Game of the Year. So that in itself just says how awesome this game is going to be. So what I'm going to do for you guys, I know many of you out there have the Radeon HD 6770 video card on your PC. That is the card that I have. It has 1 GB of video memory, and that is the game card that I always play my games on. It's a really powerful card. Most of all these games perform really well on that card with really good graphics and performance. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do for you guys. I'm going to test this game on the Radeon HD 6770. Now, before we get into it, if you find this video helpful, if you like what I'm doing, support my channel, leave a like, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, share the video. Yeah, do all that good stuff. Help me out, basically, and yeah, and I'll appreciate you, whatever you guys can do. Alright, so without further ado, let's get started. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to first go into options, so I can show you the settings of the game. So go into options, and what we're interested in is graphics settings. That's where we want to go. Now, when you load up graphics setting, this is initially the default settings. This is the defaulted settings for the game. So when you run the game for the first time, this is your default settings for the game. So that is what we're going to play this game under. Right now, we're going to play the game with the default graphical settings. And we can maybe change it up a bit later on. But let's see how it performs out of the box, basically. So, yeah, so full screen resolution 1440 by 900, which is the maximum resolution of my monitor. Vertical sync is enabled. Frame rate is set to automatic. Motion blur is high. Depth of field is enabled. Model of detail is set to high. Textures is set to high. Texture field terrain medium. Shadows medium. Lighting is high. Post processing is high. Effects high. Ambient occlusion high. Volumetric clouds is set to off. So pretty much you can pretty much say that this is probably like a medium to high settings, more or less high-ish. Yeah, so we'll keep these default settings and we'll see how the game performs with this level of settings. I'm going to show you different areas of the game, so I'm going to basically show you different footage of the game with this graphic settings. We're not going to go so much into the cutscenes of the game. Probably I will be skipping out on a lot of cutscene because this isn't a walkthrough, just a quick video gameplay test. Alright, let's go back and get started. Oh, before we do, let's first turn on the subtitles. Okay, subtitle is foreign only. We want to set to on. Okay. Alright, that's all done. Now let's go back, and we're now going to start the game for the first time. Here we go.
Who's mad? Ακούς με. Can you hear me?
So this looks like the initial cutscene of the game.
Difficulty speaking?
I'll show you some cutscenes, so you can see how the cutscenes perform on the game as well.
Just nod if you can hear me.
Currently, I'm getting about 38 FPS. If you look in the top left and right area of the screen, you can see all the graphical information, all the FPS levels, the temperature, and all that good stuff. Alright, so this guy is telling me to look up.
Very good. How do you feel now? Can you speak? What is your name? When were you born? Can you recall?
Alright, so it wants a name from me. Okay, so let's put in my channel name, I guess. That's sorted. SamadDoesGaming. That's perfect. Keep the birthday as it is. Yeah, so this is been the initial cutscene of the game. You can see the cutscene graphics already look bloody amazing. Yeah, and the performance is performing really well. I'm getting pretty good FPS, almost near 40, so it's not too bad.
Good. Now then. Please try to relax. There is plenty of time.
Oh, here I can look around as well.
I need to tell you something. Please listen.
So the
and
cutscene graphics is bloody amazing.
You've been in a coma for
really nice.
Quite some time.
I'm getting almost I'm getting above 40 FPS at the moment, so it's doing really well for this game.
I'm afraid it's been 9 years. Damn it! Nosocoma! 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 Nurse! Calm down. Calm down. Try not to panic. Try not to panic. Now. You'll be all right. There now. Just rest.
So the cutscenes graphics are excellent, now, if I do say so myself. It's not bad, everything's working nicely and smoothly so far.
Has healed nicely.
Over 40 FPS.
To tell you the truth, these bandages were more for your
so yeah, it's not bad.
To hide you from those who want you dead.
Let's now skip it again. Today. And something is happening right now. Oh, looks like the doctor got killed.
Not yet. The patient in the next bed's on my face.
Alright, this is getting pretty intense right now. It's getting really intense. The story is starting to unfold in the prologue. Skip. Alright, so that's an interesting turn. She's on fire. Skip again. Or let's just see how this plays out. So just look at the level of details in the graphics. It does look really good. Wow, that was pretty damn intense. You can already tell this is going to be an awesome game. Alright, let's skip it again. Oh, here we go. It looks like we're actually in game now. We can finally move. We're in game. Right, let's do a little 360 to show you how the initial environment looks like. Yeah, everything looks pretty nicely designed. Within actual gameplay, within game, I'm getting right now 44, 43 FPS, so it's not bad. All right, so we're moving.
Drug's not working.
All right, so this is gonna be a bit slow now, isn't it? He's really injured, and we just gotta keep on moving. We just gotta keep moving. That's what we gotta do. Look at the level of details on those legs. Haha. They went all out on this, didn't they?
Let's take the stairs.
All right, let's all take the stairs. Okay, it's gonna take me a bit of a while to get to the stairs. Alright, so I'm getting 45, 46 FPS, 44, so between 44 to 46.
What the hell is that? Something's coming.
Right, now that was a bit freaky. That thing or whatever it was, it just caused a huge explosion, and now everything's on fire. Alright, we got saved. The sprinkler system saved us. The sprinkler system saved us. Oh, thank God for sprinkler systems. Alright, so we're back in the game again. Look at the level of environmental detail that is happening around us within this hospital. Everything around us is on fire, and the fire looks pretty good as well. Everything around us is on fire, and currently I'm still above 40 FPS. So this game is really well optimized, and it performs really well on the default settings that we started with, that we are playing with currently right now with default settings. Come on, man, start moving. This guy's moving really, really slowly.
Press the stance button to stand up.
You can even see the level of detail on the character, the way his clothes and body is all wet from the sprinkler system, and how he's sweating from the heat of the fire. So he's got a good amount of detail in this game. So even when running, the game is really good as well. Hey, move out of the way, move out of the way. Hey, stop bumping into him. There we go.
It's ugly down there. Turn back.
Hold down the aim button to aim, then press the attack button to fire.
Oh, I now have a gun. Nice. I've got a gun now. I guess I can shoot things. Look at the entire environment on fire, and there's no issues with frame rates on this card. On the Radeon HD 6770, no issues at all, and it's performing really well. I hope this video helps you, and I hope it makes you a really good informed decision as to whether or not to purchase this game in terms of performance and graphic level and quality as well. Let's keep on moving. Let's show you some other parts to the game and other areas of the game as well.
Hold up.
Right, we need to take these two guys out.
Let's go.
That was a pretty nice shot. Maybe just that guy left. Let's go and get him.
What?
Is he gonna come up? I'm not really sure. Yep, he's coming. He's coming. Alright. Let's wait for him. Alright, so I think they're all dead. Let's go downstairs. This entire area is just filling up with smoke. It's just so clouded with smoke. Just look at the level of detail right here, with fire going everywhere. Let's do a 360 around the environment. Actually, let's go around here and do a 360. So it looks really good. Everything's just rising to the top. Alright, let's head for the exit. Alright, there's some creature after me. I don't know what to do now. Now that was awesome. Now, here looks like a cutscene for the actual outside environment of the game. This is from the episode 1 mission. So I just showed you some parts to the prologue. This is now from the episode 1 mission, and this looks like a environmental area. There's a lot of sand and dust and everything. So this is the cutscene for the first mission. Alright, let's skip it. Alright, here we go. Now you guys can see a really good idea of how the environment looks in this game. With the default settings, this is how the entire environment of this game looks like.
Boss, take a look at your eye drone.
I will do in a moment, not just yet. Let's do a little close-up of a 360 of the horses. Look at that. Look at the sun. Just look at the sun in the distance.
Take a look at your eye drone.
Not yet. In a minute. Even the level of details for the horses looks pretty damn good as well.
Boss, take a look at your eye drone.
You can see all the cliffs in the distance as well. The cliffs in the distance look pretty well designed and made, and there's a crow sitting right there. Here's some ruins in the background.
Take a look at your eye drone.
So yeah, the level of details in the environment is amazing. It's just amazing. And I'm getting about 49 FPS, 48. Alright, so let's have a look at the iDroid quickly. He keeps telling me to do that.
You see Wandy on the map? That's where they're keeping Miller. Only problem is we don't know his exact location. Finding it is your first priority. Got your binoculars? Or should I say your int scope? See the village? Straight ahead? To the right.
You can see how the environment looks through the binoculars as well.
Alright, that's the village. If you see something through the binoculars and you need more information, just give me a call. I'll tell you anything I can about it. That's Violo Village, the Violo Calais. The villagers fled the war and evacuated a while back. Since then, it's become a base for the Soviets' 40th Army. A few days ago, Miller was taken through there, en route towards Dewandehar. You may be able to pick up the trail there. It's worth a shot. Put a marker on it so you don't lose track of where it is. Good. Now you won't have to worry about getting lost along the way. You can't have much left in him. I give him 3 days, tops. If we fail...
Alright, so finally we are free and we can do whatever we want. So right now I'm on a horse. I'm running around this environment. Let's go the other way. I don't want to do the mission just yet. But let's just see how it is just playing about in this environment.
Why don't you do a little more practice in those ruins?
That is what I'm doing.
Cover, climbing obstacles. See to it that 9-year gap doesn't slow you down.
See, it looks pretty well good. I'm getting 40. I'm getting about 40. I'm getting above 50 FPS in this environment. 45 to 50 FPS in this environment alone on the default settings. So it's really well optimized for this PC game, and yeah, I would recommend for anyone that has the HD 6770 card to not worry about the performance, to not worry about the frame rates drop or glitches or crashes or freezing or anything like that. If you want to buy it, go for it, because it will perform really well. Now let's have a run with the horse. It's pretty cool controlling this horse. Whoa, it jumped. Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's see if it jumps over that. No, it didn't. Alright, so that is pretty well done. I finally got to show you guys how the environment looks like. So in the prologue, you saw most of all the environmental effects, environmental the gameplay graphics, the gameplay effects within an interior setting of a hospital. Now here, this is the environmental graphics. All this Whoa! Don't stop jumping. Stand in one place. Here's all the environmental effects. You can see everything around here. The sun is somewhere there. You can see the rays from the sun in the monitor on your screen as well. So yeah, it's pretty cool. You can see how the gravel looks like on the floor, on the floor. The level of details in the cliffs and the concrete and everything. Here's all the shadow level. You can see shadowing as well going on. There is a lot of detail in this game. There is a big amount of detail in this game, and I'm getting about 50 FPS. You can see that I'm getting about 50 FPS. So the frame rate is extremely playable with the default settings. The default settings runs extremely well with this game. And yeah, this is the level of settings that I'll be playing this game at, and hopefully you guys can play this game at this settings as well without any issues. So yeah, that is pretty well sorted. Having said that, if you were to change some of the graphical settings around, putting it to low, medium and high, I'm pretty sure it will function just as well. This setting is pretty much medium to high, and it's functioning extremely well on this setting and on this level of detail. So I'm pretty sure if you were to go just medium on its own, low on its own, you wouldn't have any issues at all. Even going high, I'm pretty sure it will function extremely well. Yeah, so yeah, it's not bad. Everything is performing well and it's all good. Let's see what else we can do. Let's go back to the menu. Whoops, no, I don't want that. And I'll go back to the menu. Can we go to options? Yeah, options, graphic settings. Can we change anything here? Yeah, we can. Alright, let's see what else we can do just for the sake of this video. Motion blur is high, depth of field is model detail. Alright, there's extra high. Let's put everything to extra high. See how it all performs. Alright, everything's on extra high now. This is all extra high, so it's not default settings anymore, it's all extra high. Apply. Graphics has been changed. Yes, apply changes. Right, let's go back. Okay, you can pretty much see the frame rate has dropped from what we were getting, and I think I may be frozen. Nope, no I'm not. Alright, the frame rate has dropped. I'm now getting 25 FPS, and you can see the game is kind of responding slow. The game is pretty much responding slow. It's responding slow in relation to what I'm performing on my controller. You can see the blur effects as well going around. How the blur, I mean, it looks freaking cool though. It looks bloody cool. The blur effects looks cool, but with this level of frame rate, it's gonna be pretty difficult to play as it's performing a bit low. Let's try and run with the horse. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's still good. Whoa, careful. 24, 25 FPS, that's what I'm getting compared to what I was getting earlier on, about 50. So pretty much I lost about half of my frame rates. But yeah, I mean, the game is still performing, albeit it's performing a bit slower than usual. So I won't be playing it on this setting at all, but it is still playable. I think it will still be playable. Because it doesn't look that bad, to be honest. It still looks playable. The game does respond a second or two slower than what you would do on your control. So yeah, so for that reason, I won't play on this level of setting. Yeah, so let's go back again. Whoa, let's go back again and let's put everything to high. I keep pressing the wrong button. Options. Graphic settings. Let's put everything to just high. So high, 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 high. Alright, so everything is now set to high, yeah? Volumetric clouding. Now just keep that off. So everything is now set to high, and let's see how it performs now, and let's see what happens to the frame rates, to the FPS level. Let's see how it goes. Apply, yes. Ooh, I'm just waiting for it to let me get out back into the game. Waiting for it to do its loading thing. It's here we go. Here we go. All right. So this is on high settings, and this game performs perfectly well on high settings. I mean, just look how nicely it performs on high settings. 45 FPS, 46 FPS. Not much of a difference between the default settings that we were using earlier on. So it performs really well between the default settings and this high settings. It performs extremely well. Obviously, it's a little bit low. The FPS is a little bit lower than the default settings, but not much. It's just a few FPS difference. Yeah, it's really cool. The controls respond really well. There's no slowness of the game as you're trying to play it. Everything runs very smoothly. Alright, so let's now test it on just medium settings only. Okay, so some settings don't have medium. So this one has medium. These just go from low to just low, high, and extra high. So these ones don't have medium at all. That just goes to off. So yeah, effects, post processing, and lighting. That's all low. Shadows, texture filtering, textures, model detail. That's all medium. So this is pretty much medium, between medium and high, low settings. Apply. Yes. Alright, let's wait for it to do its thing. Here we go. Nice, not bad. 60 FPS with this setting. You can actually tell the graphics level of graphic details has pretty much gone down a bit. So obviously your level of graphics details has been reduced, but now you get a higher FPS level as well. I'm getting 60 FPS right now. So you can't really tell how much graphics has been reduced by. Can't really tell. I mean, the detail still looks incredibly well. The level of details does still look incredibly well, but you can still notice that there has been a reduction in the level of graphics. But 60 FPS, this is extremely playable with these settings as well. Now I'm gonna guess if I now put everything to low, the graphics settings will go even more lower, the level of graphics, but I'll get more higher FPS, I think. Hopefully, that is the theory. But with this level of settings, half medium, half low with some of the options, getting 60 FPS, and this is perfectly good and well. So if anyone has issues playing this under the default settings, you could pretty much do medium and low, and yeah, play under those settings, and you hopefully shouldn't have any problems. You still got all the shadow effects. Everything still looks nice in the distance. So yeah, not bad. Let's go back to the menu again. Options, pretty cool. I like the fact that this game actually does have on-the-fly changing for the graphics setting. Because not all games do that. You normally have to get out the game and go to the main menu and to change everything. Oh, all right. So no, we don't want that. Oh. Alright, so this one, texture filtering, doesn't have a low setting, it just has medium. Everything else is on low. So pretty much everything's set to low. Let's apply. Alright, we're back here again. Not much of a difference, still getting 60 FPS. So in terms of FPS rate, the FPS level, there's not much of a difference. Everything is still performing nicely. This game is perfectly well and playable, and I think it looks like the sun is going down. Yeah, it looks like the sun is going down. it looks like it's starting to get dark. You can see the colors in the environment change, so that is pretty cool. It's an open world game, so yeah, lots of different environmental changes. And with this setting of the graphics predominantly set all to low, you can see everything is still perfectly nice. Everything is still performing well, 60 FPS, and yeah, everything nice and dandy, if I do say so myself. So if anyone has any other issues on this game, you can pretty much set this game to low as possible on the graphic settings. And oh look, it's 6 PM in the game. See, I told you the sun is going down. So yeah, you can set everything to low settings and you still be able to play, and the game itself will still look nice. I mean, don't get me wrong, the game does still look nice on this setting, and you get a good amount of FPS. Alright, so let's go back to the options again, and graphics, and I'm going to put everything back to default. Whoops. Default, yes. Alright, everything back to default. Most of it's high, medium, high. Apply. Alright, so that's that done. Back to the default settings. Everything is nicely running well, and you can see the FPS level has gone back to 50, 49, 50. So with this setting is around the 50 mark. Yeah, so pretty much this game performs perfectly well on low settings, perfectly well on medium settings, and perfectly well on high settings as well. Extra high, the game does perform, but it is
Sun's down already. It goes without saying that darkness is good for infiltration. But your
nice,
vision will be
yeah.
affected just the same. Keep your
The
guard
sun
up.
is going down. You can see how the environment is changing. It's getting much darker now. So the sun is setting, and the environmental effects and everything is changing along with it. So yeah, with the extra high settings, I mean, it's still playable on extra high settings. You will get a big drop in FPS though, so I wouldn't recommend it. Playing this game at 25 FPS, you won't get the experience that you would want. So best settings for this game for the Radeon HD 6770 is default settings. If you have issues with default settings, you can choose low settings as well, and hopefully you'll be able to play the game. So that's it from me today. Hope you guys find this video helpful, and hope everything was informative. Hope I didn't, just rant on for too long. Hope this video has been helpful for you. And by all means, in performance-wise, review-wise, from the reviews and the criticism that this game has received, yeah, by all means, buy the game, because the game works perfect, performs perfect. There's no issues with frame rates, no frame rate drops, no glitches, no crashes so far, no bad side so far experience on this game, and the story looks like it's going to be a pretty good, damn amazing story, if anything, with those cutscenes to go by. So the story looks like it's going to be good, the game looks like it's going to be good. So yeah, I would recommend for anyone to purchase this game, and the Radeon HD 6770 with only just 1 gigabyte of VRAM handles this game without any issues. Alright guys, so that's me done for today. Hope this video helped. If it did help, leave me a comment, like, subscribe, give me some feedback, support this channel, and I will see you guys on the next one. Until then, stay safe and enjoy gaming.